Hi, this is Dr. Kenneth Augustus Walker. Welcome to Diving into Life with Augustus. I'm your YouTube host. Thank you for tuning in today, where we dive into life stuff, we travel around the world, and my favorite hobby, scuba diving. Today, I want to talk about an interesting story involving sharks. This time of the year, sharks are migrating, or they're in large numbers throughout Florida, especially South Florida. There was a story that happened recently where a 9-year-old little girl, let me get her name right. Her name is Leah Lindell, Lealendel, Lealendel. She was just a few feet away from the beach there in Boca Grande. I believe that's on the West Coast near Tampa, when she almost had her hand severed by a shark. Let me tell you something. I'm a scuba diver. I dive with sharks often. Sharks do not hunt people. It's just like a dog. Sometimes dogs will freak out. Sometimes certain movements in the water, a shark could mistake a person as a prey, especially if you're on a paddleboard, your legs are dangling, or you're just flailing in the water. So sharks do not hunt people, but there are shark bites. So when this happened, people on the beach saw her being attacked. There was one man who happened to be an immigrant. His name was Luis Alvarez. Make sure I have that right. Yes, his name was Luis Alvarez. He jumps into the water and saves this girl from the shark. He literally saves her life. They life flight her to the hospital in Tampa. Check this out. A little more than a week later, he was arrested on a traffic violation. He did not have a driver's license. And now he has to appear in court in July to see will ICE deport him from this country. I'm not making this political at all. I want you to watch this video, and I want you to leave your comments in the comment section and state whether you think the fact that he saved this young lady's life. And if you watch the video, you're going to find out he saves a body part for this young lady. Should that outweigh the fact that he did not have a driver's license? And he was a construction worker, I believe from Guatemala. I think Guatemala. He was a construction worker, had worked here, he did not have a criminal record. He rushes into the water, saves a young lady's life. So sit back, enjoy the video. Please leave your comment whether or not you think he should be deported from this country, even though he saved a young lady's life. Thank you. Hit the like button, hit the notification button. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for turning on the notification bell. Thank you for subscribing, because you're diving into Life with Augustus.
The sun blazed over Boca Grande Beach, families soaking in a perfect June day, children splashed in the shallow surf, laughter echoing across Gasparilla Island. No one suspected the ocean's hidden danger. 9-year-old Leah Lindell played in water just feet from shore, her family nearby. Suddenly, a shadow darted beneath the surface, an 8-foot bull shark. The water erupted in chaos. Leah's screams pierced the air as the shark attacked. Panic swept the beach. People froze, horrified. Leah was grievously injured, the shark still circling. In moments like these, time distorts. Seconds feel endless. Who would risk everything to help? The instinct to run is strong, but true courage is rare. To enter the water meant facing a deadly predator. The crowd watched, paralyzed as a nightmare unfolded, but someone was about to act. While others hesitated, Luis Alvarez did not. He saw the commotion, heard the screams, and sprinted into the water. He didn't know Leah or her family. He just knew a child needed saving. Luis dove in, confronting the shark head on. He put himself between predator and victim, risking his life. He also noticed Leah's sister, terrified in the water, and made sure she reached safety. Luis wasn't seeking praise. He was simply acting on instinct. His courage broke the spell of fear, inspiring others to help. Together, they pulled Leah to shore. Luis's bravery was the spark that saved a life. He was an ordinary man who did something extraordinary. On that day, he ran toward danger, and a little girl survived because of it. His selfless act set everything in motion. The beach would never forget his heroism. On shore, Leah's injuries were devastating. Her hand nearly severed, blood everywhere. Bystanders rushed to help, applying first aid and comforting her. Every second counted. Emergency services arrived fast. A helicopter airlifted Leah to Tampa General Hospital. Surgeons worked for hours to save her hand, racing against time. Thanks to quick action and medical skill, the surgery succeeded. Leah faces a long recovery, but her hand and her future were saved. Her family's gratitude is immense, knowing it all began with a stranger's courage. Luis's bravery gave Leah a second chance. Just 3 days after his heroic act, Luis's life changed again. Early morning, June 14th, he was pulled over in Immokalee for driving without headlights. Luis didn't have a driver's license, only an employment card. The deputy issued a warning for the headlights, but arrested him for driving without a license. The man who saved a child was now in jail for a minor traffic offense. For Luis, a simple mistake carried enormous consequences. His arrest shocked those who had just celebrated his bravery. The system that hailed him as a hero now treated him as a criminal. Luis's record shows no violence, only repeated citations for driving without a license. Since late 2023, he'd been ticketed several times, each time paying fines. His latest arrest came after a license suspension for an unpaid fine. It's a cycle: needing to drive for work, but unable to get a license. For many undocumented immigrants, this is a daily reality. Luis's only offenses are traffic-related, not criminal. He's not a danger, just a man caught in a system with few options. His story is one of survival, not crime. Luis's arrest triggered an ICE hold. Now he faces deportation. Even if released from jail, he'd be transferred to federal custody. A hearing is set for July 9th. His future in the U.S. hangs in the balance. Luis is known as a hard worker and now a hero. But immigration law is strict. Character and courage don't always count. He waits in limbo, powerless to change his fate. The man who saved a life now faces losing his own place in this country. His story is now in the hands of the courts. Luis's case has sparked debate. Should a hero be deported? He broke the law, but he also saved a child's life. Our hearts say he deserves to stay. The law says otherwise. Some argue making exceptions undermines the system. Others call it justice. This is a conflict between rules and compassion. Luis is more than his status. He's a member of the community who acted selflessly. Now, the country must decide, what do we owe a hero? Should the man who saved a life be sent away or given a chance to stay? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. If this story moved you, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Diving into Life with Augustus for more stories that uncover truth, spotlight justice, and inspire hope.